Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. If you're new, my name is Georgia. Welcome, welcome. So, from the title, you could tell that we are going to talk about, I'm going to do the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 2, titled Martell All Interview. So, I must say that I actually listened or watched the interview between Carlos and Melody before I actually watched this episode. So now I see the similarities and the things that they were talking about in that interview played out in the show. So let's get into the review. So we start out where, of course, we left off last week, where Carlos at his podcast, his traveling podcast, where Mel is his first one and Mel is his first guest, and he also brings out Sonny and Moses. And at the end of that, we find out that Mel didn't even know that they were coming. It was a surprise for her as well as the audience. So we found that out in the video that Carlos dropped. But like I said, they picked parts from that interview to put into the show. I actually did a whole video reviewing that section of it, which I'm gonna put up really soon, probably before or after this review. But in that video, like I said, that whole section where Sonny talks about destiny and how it came about, where her and Moses are now married, that part was inside of this episode. So in a nutshell, because I did a deeper review, I'm just going to skip over and just say, in a nutshell, Sonny says she doesn't owe any loyalty to Destiny because Destiny wouldn't give of herself and as far as her life, and they were not friends. She was not pursuing a friendship with Destiny as Destiny make it seem like they were, and that Moses is not her true cousin like it was put out there. It's Moses is a friend of her Sonny's cousin, and it was at family functions that they got to meet, and they're together now, and it is what it is. She says he was the birth. That's the thing I found really interesting at the end, like in the confessional. Sonny turned to Moses and said, he's the perfect man for me, and that's who I've been waiting for. And all Moses did was go, I don't know if it was edited that way or that's just how it played out, but I would have expected him to say, and you're the perfect one for me too, my love, or something like that. But he did not respond at all. All he did was go, And also in the interview, I know I'm correlating the two, which I shouldn't, but in the interview that Carlos dropped, we found out that Moses was married all this time for 19 years. Or 17 years, and Destiny says she's known him for 15, back and forth. So Sonny basically called Destiny a side chick, because he said that Moses was dating, when they got married, when she plucked him out of that group and married him, girl, he was dating other people, and he had just gotten a divorce in 2019. We're in 2024, and he got a divorce in 2019, and now he's married to Destiny. So he was saying, now he's married to Sonny, I'm sorry. So he was saying that Destiny was not the main chick if he was dating so many people. And if Destiny has been dating him for 15 years, then within that 15 years, she was his side chick. But we also know that Destiny got married to Liberic some point in between there. So maybe they were just friends, or like Moses said, Destiny was just using him for a storyline. Who knows? We're just in episode 2. It's going to play out. We do see clips from scenes where Destiny does meet up with Moses, and then she meets up with Sonny. But there's going to be some conversations had, and I'm hoping some more things will get cleared out. So that was it with Moses and Sonny at the Carlos King podcast. And that was it for that scene. Now we have Maurice and Marceau, and they are heading over to see a house that Martell is working on. So, of course, we know that Martell is into residential building, and we have Marceau, who's doing commercial real estate. That's why I think they make a great team, because, they could bounce off each other. But Martell won't focus on his freaking real estate career and let that be the focus of his story. We all we're hearing about him is what's going on with him and Mel and the baby mom and Ariane and stuff like that. Dude, we want to see what's going on with you on your real estate. We still want to see you win. So just focus on that. Damn. All right, sorry guys. I digress. I'm getting upset, but enough is enough already. Come on, Martell, get to it. We're waiting to see. Marceau focuses on commercial real estate. You're focusing on residential real estate. Just show it to us. All right, so they're heading over to see a house that Martell is working on, and Maurice tells Marceau that, you know, he and Kimmy bought like a mom and pop shop, and it's totally gutted, and he wants him to come over and look at it to see if he's able to help him get it back up and running. But he wants Marceau to be competitive with his price, meaning he's telling Marceau, listen, do not price gouge me. I'm your brother. Make sure that you could do the work within budget. Don't go over budget, and make sure that you don't overcharge me. That's what I get from him saying, you know, you got to be competitive with your price. So Marceau is asking a little bit more about the property, and we have Maurice trying to explain it until Marceau's like, you know what, just let me come see it, and then I could tell you, you know, what needs to be done as far as, you know, if you're going to need a new roof or whatever, and the square footage and stuff like that. They were just talking a little bit more in the car about it. So now we go in the confessional, and we have Maurice saying that he wants to go and see Martell because he wants to see how he's doing and let him know to just chill with the way he's behaving, because there's always a better way to do things. And we have Marceau saying with his fresh self, like he always does, he's like, I just want to see the house. Yeah, we want to see the house too. Yeah, we ain't gonna play. Yeah, we want to see the house too, Marceau. Yeah, we want to see the house too, Marceau. So, okay, they get in there now. And, you know, they do the greeting, the small talk greeting and stuff like that. And, you know, he's showing them around the place a little bit. And then Martha was like, what y'all talking about in the car? What were y'all talking about in the car? Because he knows them. When these three get together, you know it's going to be a show. I don't know if it's a or whatever, but it's going to be a show. So he's like, what y'all talking about in the car? So then, all right. So Maurice tells him that they're talking about, you know, the commercial property and stuff, and about what's going on behind the scenes. So we have Marceau come straight out with it. He's like, Martell, let me ask you, why would you sit down with a blogger and say all those things that you're saying and put all those things out there? And Martell was like, well, she went low, so I wanted to show her I could go lower. No, Martell. And Michelle Obama said, they go low, you go high. But no, you went lower. Because you remember that interview, they're talking about Tasha K, that interview that Martell did. And then after that, he put out that video of him and Melody getting into an argument where she was pouring lighter fluid over the furniture. And that was after she found out that he had transferred $17,000 of their marital funds to Ariane. And of course, as you guys know, Melody recently dropped a song called Nobody's Business, where she actually portrayed that in the video. She put that in the video, her pouring the lighter fluid on it. But it's a good song. It's a bop. So if you haven't listened to it, I'm going to link it down below. So make sure you guys go listen to it, and the video to watch too. But yeah, that's what he was telling them. Oh, she went low, so I could go lower. And then they're talking to Martell, all these M's. Still, they're there talking to Martell, and Martell's just looking at them like, y'all is saying nothing that I haven't heard already. And how dare you come in here, come try to give me advice, because you guys haven't been in my shoes. And Marceau kind of put something out. He's like, yes, I have, but I chose to stay married. I chose not to get a divorce. So he's telling us that he and Tisha have marital problems as well, but he's not putting it out there, and he's not gonna he's not gonna put it to the point where he's gonna get a divorce from his wife. So Martell is still doubling down like, y'all just don't understand, and I'm not gonna listen to you. He even said that, you know, you have Maurice who goes back and forth on social media all the time with people, and that's true, because it's mostly women who be coming at him and the rest of them, and he answers them. He always puts them down when they can't spell or the way they speak and stuff like that. So that's how he come at them. And I also did another video where recently, just before the season started, he was on social media and some people were coming for Tisha. And I must say that Marceau stood up to them and, put them in their place and stuff like that. But he did it, he wasn't nasty or anything about it. He just did it real smooth, like, don't talk about my wife like that. I'm not gonna allow you to do that. And I gotta applaud him for that. He stick up for his wife. Don't try to mess with Tisha and Marceau is around, because he's not gonna let you get away with stuff. And I admire that about him. But yes, so he's saying that Marceau should be the last one to talk, because he be going back and forth on social media with people. So he's still not gonna listen to them. So at the end of it, they were all left frustrated and nothing was accomplished. Martell was not listening. And if you guys are following the show on screen and behind the screen, then you know now that Martell was arrested earlier this year for harassing communication, 3rd degree misdemeanor harassing communications. And he was recently convicted and sentenced, which is a couple of days ago. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail, a year probation, $500 in fine, and to stay away from Melody. And he is appealing it. I believe that's what I'm hearing on social media, that he's appealing the sentence and he wants to go in front of a jury. Martell, if I were you, I would drop that. Just take what's handed down to you. Go do this little bit. 30 days will be over like that. In a snap. Go do it. Do what you need to do and just move on with your life and come focus on this real estate and show people how to do it. All right. So, like I said, they were left frustrated, everybody not listening, and that's where the scene ended. So that was the scene between Maurice, Marceau, and Martell. The next scene I have my notes if you hear the paper moving. We have Stormy and Kiki. So we have Stormy going over to Kiki's house. But Stormy, I got a question for you. Where is the G-Wagon? Where's the gold G-Wagon, girl? I see you in that Cadillac Escalade. Nice vehicle, but where your G-Wagon at? We like that one better. At least I do. So we see her go over to Kiki's house. So the reason she's going over to Kiki is to kind of get Kiki to admit to her face that, she was the one that was going to the blogs and leaking the information of the upcoming scenes, because Kiki's out there telling people that she was venting to her mom about the way she was treated in Houston and stuff like that. And it was her mom who actually went to the blogs. But the blogger actually put it out there, the receipts as they say, that it was Kiki, and Kiki's still doubling down. So when Stormy first came into the house, we had Amin, which is Kiki's husband. He was in the kitchen whipping up something or whatever, and Kiki told Stormy, she's like, I didn't even tell him what went down in Houston. I just told him. So they were chit-chatting for a little while. Then Stormy called Amin into the living room and she's like, yeah, Kiki told us, at the reunion what Tisha said. And he was like, well, that was over 18 years ago, and that's water under the bridge. And she didn't even know what I was going to do with the money. And then Kiki was like, no, I know what you were going to do. Because the girl called me and told me you were taking out of the date. You talking about you needed to go buy some pants. She's like, and I didn't even give him the money. But the way, when they were having a conversation between the two of them, the expression on Stormy's face was priceless. I'm like, Stormy, can you control your facial expressions, please? She just looks so disgusted. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you're actually having that conversation in front of me. So, okay, so Amin was like, you know what? I'm not even going to address that. That was from years ago. I'm only concerned about what's going on in my house and under my roof right now. I'm not even thinking about anything else. But that was the little quick scene with Amin in there. And then we have Stormy really getting, not really getting into Kiki, but she just wanted her to admit that it wasn't her mom that was leaking stuff to the blog. In a nutshell, Kiki said, maybe I shouldn't have told my mom anything. I didn't think she was going to go vent to the blogs. I was just venting to my mom for somebody to talk to. And Stormy was like, there's a whole lot of smoke over there. And you talking about there's no fire over there. In a way, she's telling her, girl, I knew it was you, so you need to stop lying. But they talked for a little bit, and then she was out of there. But another thing I noticed that Stormy, you're supposed to be pushing the body glaze, the canvas body glaze and stuff, and you had on that short dress, and I'm looking to see if your legs are as oiled up as Martel was this past weekend when somebody spotted him at the hospital and took a picture. Why is it you didn't have some of that body glaze on your leg, girl? You gotta be pushing your merchandise out here like everybody else is on the show. We have everybody pushing their stuff, and you're not pushing yours. Don't just wait for TikTok to do all the work for you. You have to put it out there. But yeah, that was just a side thing I noticed with Stormy. Her legs were dry for somebody who's supposed to have a body glaze on. All right. Couple more scenes and then we out of here. Now we have Kimmy and Tisha meeting up at a coffee shop. We come to find out they haven't seen each other since the year started, and we find out because Tisha and her family, they went to Africa for a little while. That was nice family trip. And then I guess everybody just working and doing their stuff. So she said, Kimmy said, let's meet up to just catch up and stuff. And then we see Sonny enter the scene, and we see the look at Tisha's face like, what's she doing here? Then she gets in the confessional and like, what the hell? Kimmy did not tell Tisha that Sonny was going to join them for coffee. So since Sonny is there, like, all right, let's get into it. And we know Kimmy wanted to know. Kimmy was like, I'm inviting you out because I want to hear your side of it. If you want to talk about it, that is. And Sonny was like, yeah, I don't mind. So she goes in again and she tells them, they're asking questions. We have Tisha calling her trifling. She's like, I think Tisha feels that I broke the girl code, but that wasn't the case. Sonny held her own. That's what I gotta say. Before she even had a chance to get into the whole story, we had Tisha telling her about herself. Tisha would never let her get a word until Kimmy had to say, Tisha, chill, let her tell us. Oh, she was like, the fact that you went with Stormy's dude, we have to wonder if, producers are gonna come for our husband. And Sonny was like, let's get this straight, girl. I don't even want your husbands. I don't want none of y'all husbands. Oh my God. Sonny is funny to me. She holds her own. She don't need nobody to back her up. She go handle these girls on her own. So at the end of that scene, it was kind of funny where I think Tisha made a statement regarding, you have Destiny's Man, you and Destiny's Man or something. And she said, yes, it was Destiny that brought us together. But I don't think she meant the person, Destiny. It's just, Destiny, faith of Destiny brought us together. But the girls said they were blindsided because they only found out about it on social media. Sonny was like, so what, you wanted me to call you and say, hey girl, I'm getting married? She's like, we ain't friends. She's making it known. She's like, we are not friends. We are associates. And it's happened. We are married and that's what it is. We are not husband and wife. Oh my gosh. The scenes this week, they had me laughing. There was comedy in there in every one of them. So, okay, that was the scene between the ladies. At one point, we had Sonny saying the word friend is over. You guys, the word friend is overly used, meaning don't put me and Destiny in that same capacity. We were not friends. She held her own. She's gonna be a good addition to the cast. Hopefully, she stays. Now we have cause I'm not hating on Sonny no more. Once she came in and she explained how the relationship was, she said that Destiny neglected Moses, and she wasn't spending no time with him. But we do understand why. Remember that LeBaric was dragging her in and out of court, and she was dealing with that. So, and she had to focus on what was going on with LeBaric and her son, because, it was rumored that she may lose her son. So she had to actually focus on what was going on. And Moses felt neglected. It's not fair to ask him to come and take on her baggage. So he felt like he needed to go in another direction. And that's what he did. And it so happened that he and Sonny hit it off, and they're now husband and wife. So you can't be mad at it. I'm not gonna be mad at it no more. Like I told you guys, when I'm doing these reviews, I'm gonna work with what's given to me on the screen. Yes, I may follow these people on social media, and if I feel that I need to make a video on it, I will. But majority of my reviews is gonna be what's happening on the show. So give it to me, I'll talk about it. And I'm glad that they're making it lighthearted and making it fun, because I'm telling you, I'm giggling. I'm giggling so far, 2 episodes in, and I'm having fun watching it. Now the last scene of this episode, we have Melody and Kiki meeting up. We have Melody in the studio. I'm guessing she's practicing for some performance or whatever. And she's in the studio with her ladies, and they're dancing. And we have Kiki come in, and Melody gets in a confession and tells us that she asked Kiki to meet her by the studio because she wanted to talk to her about what Kiki's been doing. That Kiki is saying that it's not her. So they sat down, and Mel said, all right, I'm going to give you the floor, let you say your piece, and then we'll take it from there. So Kiki go around the world and back. And she's still saying she shouldn't have said anything to her mother because it's her mom, and for that she's sorry. So Melody let her talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And then she tells her in a nutshell, girl, I don't believe nothing you're saying. I know it's you. At this point, you're my friend. And I guess that's why they use Melody to release her. She's like, I brought you on the show for you to, talk about your addiction and how you've beat your addiction or how you're going through it or whatever. I brought you on to talk about your book and stuff like that. Just all positive. We've given you multiple opportunities to do that, and to hear that you're the one going out and telling, what's going on in our scenes before they actually come, to the general public. That's a no. She said, I have kids to take care of, and this is how I feed my kids. This is how I make my money. And for you to be out there spilling all the information, I can't deal with that. She's like, at this point, I'm going to tell you, whatever you're going to do, I wish you well and God bless you on your journey. Just like how she have it on her shirt. He said, God bless you on your journey. She escorted Kiki out of the studio. We watched Kiki drive away. And that was the end of the episode. So I'm assuming that Kiki is gone. Is she gone for good? We don't know. But Mel let us know that she gave her multiple opportunities to come correct. And she used every chance she had to either create drama, spread lies. And now she's out there, she, like they say, broke the fourth wall and is telling everybody's business of, what's going on with the scenes. And then she's trying to blame it on her mom. As you know, moms will take up for you. Blame it on me, girl. I don't care. It's all right. I don't have to deal with them people. But it was found out that it was Kiki. And they have asked her to leave. I'm assuming. She escorted her out the door. She didn't say that you're not welcome on the show anymore. She said was God bless you on your journey. So that was the episode right there. It was fun to watch. We all know what, like I said, what went down behind the scenes with Martell recently in the news. We say Melody dropped a new song and video to go with it. And it's just interesting to see what's happening. I think next week, let me see, did they show a preview? They did show a preview of the next episodes. But I can't think of it right now. But that was my review. I enjoyed this episode. It's good to see them back on screen. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the season and more to come. So guys, if you're interested in reality TV reviews, celebrity gossip, celebrity news, entertainment news, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye.